Hello friends, it's Miss Kelly again, and we are at my house again, so welcome back. And last week, one of the stories I read to you was I read you Knuffle Bunny. That was a really fun story. That was about the little girl and her daddy that went to the laundromat, and she brought her stuffed bunny with her, and they left it there by accident. It got lost, and she cried, and she screamed, but Daddy didn't understand her because she didn't have any big words. Do you remember? She only used baby talk, and when she used her big words, Daddy knew what she was talking about. Well, she didn't use her big words in that story. She used her big words at the end when she said Knuffle Bunny's name. Well, this is called Knuffle Bunny 2. And this is when that little girl has gotten a little bit bigger. She still has Knuffle Bunny, and she's still holding her dad's hand, but she's bigger now. So do you think she has big kid words now? I hope so. I like the beginning of this book, the very first picture at the beginning, because it shows you her mommy and daddy when they got married, and then when she was first born, and then when she was a baby, and then what's this? This is from the last book. This is her with Knuffle Bunny at the laundromat. And this looks like a picture of her with another child, probably a friend of hers. So it shows her getting bigger. Do you have pictures at your house of you getting bigger, of you as a baby and then you as a big kid that you are now? It's fun to look at those. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Okay, good. That answered my question. My question was, I wonder if she has big kid words now, and it answered my question. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'm going to show Meg, and then that's her talking to her daddy. So these pictures are just like the last book that I liked so much, where they're real photographs in the back with the cartoons on the front. I find that really very cool. I wonder where they're walking. I think they walk a lot where they live because it looks like they live in a city. See? Looks like they live in a city, somewhere different than where we live. Then I'll show Margaret, and then I'll show Jane, and then I'll show Leela, and then I'll show Rebecca, and then I'll show Noah, and then I'll show Robbie, and then I'll show Toshi, and then I'll show Casey, and then I'll show Connie, and then I'll show Parker, and then I'll show Brian, and then talk, talk, talk. Trixie was excited because she was taking her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny to a very special place. Here she is, all those are words. Talk, 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 talk. When you get really excited, do you talk a lot? I know a lot of you do. She's really excited to bring that bunny somewhere and share it. Can you guess where she brought it? Not back to the laundromat. To school. She's bringing Knuffle Bunny to school. You can see her here walking in with her dad and then taking her teacher's hand, it looks like. Or no, wait, that's not her teacher. That's another child. So they're walking up the stairs, probably going to their classroom. She's very excited to show Knuffle Bunny to her friends. Knuffle Bunny is very special to her. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Mrs. Greengrove and all of her friends in pre-K. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Tanya. So this is exciting because Trixie is in pre-K. That means Trixie is in preschool, and you guys are in preschool. So that means this book is when Trixie is your age. So she's maybe 3 or 4. Let's pretend she's 4. She looks tall to me. We're going to pretend she's 4. So here she is in her classroom. That's a pretty cool classroom. You can see all the cool stuff in their classroom. But then we have this close-up of Trixie where it says Trixie saw Sonia. She looks a little worried. I wonder why she's worried about Sonia. Oh, I see. Suddenly, Trixie's one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny wasn't one-of-a-kind anymore. Trixie has a Knuffle Bunny too. I don't know. Sonia doesn't look very friendly. And Trixie looks pretty upset. Let's see what happens. The morning did not go well. Knuffle. 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 And the afternoon got worse. So here, they've noticed that they have the same bunny. Here, they're fighting over how to say the name. I guess I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I thought it was Knuffle Bunny. It's Knuffle Bunny. Now I know. This book taught me something. It's not Knuffle Bunny, it's Knuffle Bunny. And here they are. Here you can see Trixie is looking pretty sad and jealous that Sonia's Knuffle Bunny is getting attention and hers is not. And then it looks like they probably couldn't stop fighting over it. So what do you think the teacher did? Took them away. That happens sometimes, right? When you're fighting over something and I gotta take it away. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a break from a toy. Sometimes you need a break from friends. And that's okay. When the school bell rang, Miss Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies, or Knuffle Bunnies, and the day got better. You can see the teacher giving them back. She put them high up on the shelf. Now she's giving them back. And there they are out on the playground. Trixie's looking happy again. I'm not really sure where Sonia is. I don't see Sonia at all, but I do see Trixie on the playground with Knuffle Bunny. Then, before she knew it, it was time to go home. Trixie ate her dinner, devoured her dessert, and brushed her teeth. There she is. Mom's picking her up from pre-K. Looks like she's a little sad. She doesn't want to leave. She loves going to school. Do you love going to school? I hope you love going to school because I love seeing you all. Here she is eating her dinner, eating her dessert, brushing her teeth. Do you brush your teeth when you're done with dinner before you go to bed? And do you brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning before you come to school? I hope so. If you don't, try and remember. And she tried to help. She tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from planet Snurp. And at 1/2 bedtime, Trixie was tucked in and ready for sleep. So here she is playing with mommy and daddy. Having some silly time with mommy and daddy. I hope you guys get some silly time with your mommy and daddy at home. It's important to have some silly time, huh? And there she is all tucked in and ready for bed. But a few hours later, Trixie realized something. So here's Trixie sleeping. All kinds of crazy sleeping positions. Look at that look on her face. How does she look? Have you ever had that? I want you to do that face for me right now. Go. She's surprised and worried. Trixie marched into her mommy and daddy's room and she said, "That is not my bunny." Uh-oh. That is not her bunny. Whose bunny is it? Who had a bunny that looked just like Trixie's? Sonia. She has Sonia's bunny. That means... Trixie's daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means. He asked, "Can we deal with this in the morning?" And Trixie's dad went to get the phone. So if Trixie has Sonia's bunny, then where do you think Trixie's bunny is? I think Sonia might have it. I wonder if Sonia is just as upset that she doesn't have her bunny. Before he even made it down the stairs, ba-ring, ba-ring, the phone rang. "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. So it sounds like Sonia's daddy was making the same phone call. Oh man, gotta take care of the bunnies. The Knuffle Bunnies or Knuffle Bunnies. "Yes, and we have yours," replied Trixie's daddy, and the arrangements were made. So he's got the bunny. He's on the phone saying, "Yep, I got yours." Talking on the phone what they're going to do. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. So they put on coats and slippers and walked through the neighborhood. So they must, Sonia and her daddy must be down the street. You can see them rushing. They're probably pretty desperate. Trixie's pretty desperate to get her bunny back. Trixie did not want to be late. Neither did Sonia. So see, they live in a big city. Look how beautiful that is. I can see them way over here. Running, running, running. Probably meeting right around here. This looks way different than where we live, doesn't it? Way different. Oh, actually, way over here, this, let me look, now that I looked again, this is Sonia and her daddy, and way over here, I lost him. That's Trixie and her daddy. You see it? It's tiny. There was an exchange, and the Knuffle bunnies were back where they belonged. So you can see the dads are helping out. They're swapping the bunnies. Look at the girls looking. And they've got their bunnies and they're so happy and they're smiling and they're snuggling them. I was so worried about my bunny, said Sonia. So was I, Trixie replied. Then they both said, I'm glad you have your bunny back. At the exact same time. That is so silly. So they're so happy for themselves and they're happy for each other because they got their bunnies. And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. So they definitely aren't fighting anymore. Now they are best of friends. And look at this picture for me for a minute. Just look at it. Now, look at this one. Do they look the same to you? Did anybody else make that connection? Very cool. And then way back here, there's a picture. It looks like they drew their Knuffle bunnies on the road with some sidewalk chalk. Have you ever drawn on the road with sidewalk chalk? So fun. So that is Knuffle Bunny. I guess it's Knuffle and not Knuffle, huh? Knuffle Bunny 2. And there's actually one more Knuffle Bunny story, and I'm going to read that to you guys next week, and I'll probably read that to you from my kitchen too. So I hope you really liked that book, and if you ever want to look at this book, I have it home, and you can just ask me, and I can bring it into school so that you can have a chance to look at it, okay? I hope you really enjoyed this story, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.